I pushed my newly bought luxury car off a cliff with my son still inside. I took this insane action simply because my son accidentally activated the lock mode. I immediately grabbed a wooden stick to prevent the windows from closing, but unexpectedly the stick was snapped by the window. So I picked up a rock, ready to destroy the car, but to my surprise, the rock shattered upon impact. Just then, hungry wild dogs approached. I immediately grabbed tools to fend off the dog's attack. After ensuring our safety, I lay on the car roof and fell asleep. The next morning, I was awakened by the scorching sunlight. That's when I realized my son was still wearing his winter coat. Left with no choice, I had to push the car off the cliff. As the car was about to hit the ground, the vehicle system instantly activated protection mode. Soon the car crashed down heavily. I immediately rushed down the cliff to check the situation, but seeing the undamaged car, I instantly fell into despair. If this continued, my son would soon die from the heat inside the car. But then I accidentally noticed the circular light on the door began spinning continuously. To test my hunch, I immediately pressed the round button on the door. Unexpectedly, the next second, the door actually opened. I hurriedly carried my son out. But after resting for a while, I found my son was still unconscious. Realizing I had to rush him to the hospital immediately, I once again placed my hopes on this car. What I didn't know was that after the heavy impact, the car had already completed self-repair. With a trying attitude, I brought my son into the car and started the engine. To my surprise, the car that had been thrown off the cliff could actually start smoothly. I immediately floored the accelerator. But after driving for a short while, I discovered another fatal problem: how to drive the car up the 90-degree vertical cliff. Realizing my son's condition couldn't be delayed, I immediately activated the car's off-road mode. As the car's chassis rose, I immediately charged toward the cliff.
Map update.
I never imagined this car could be so miraculous. Finally, I drove the car up the cliff and made it back onto the road. After this episode of Speed and Passion, my son was successfully delivered to the hospital for treatment and fortunately regained consciousness.